Hello, I know a lot of you like very neutral colors, so I wanted to show you this look. I'll show you how to do it on this side. So I started out with my Urban Decay Potion Primer. I put it on my lid, and then I just got my beauty blender and made sure that's even so I could take out any creases. After that, I'm gonna use my Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm going to use this mermaid glitter palette that I love for like all the little shimmer like that. So I'm also gonna be using, let's see, these brushes right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good count. Yes, 6. So I'm gonna start from light all the way to dark. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the first shade. Please excuse my palette, guys. It's so nasty, but that's what happens when you use it a lot. So I'm gonna start with this shade right here. So I'm just gonna tap that in, dust it off, and that's just gonna go right up here on the brow bone area. So I usually start by just doing small tapping like that. All I want is to put the product in somewhat evenly. Okay, so once I have it like that, then I'll start blending. I am holding my Morphe brush from the end. So you want super soft blending, okay? You don't want it too rough. You don't want to hold it here and then go so hard, because the color is not going to blend easily or as smooth. So just blend. So that's that color. Now I'm gonna go ahead and go on to my next shade with another brush. It's another fluffy brush, and I'm gonna be going in with this one right here. Okay, same thing. This one, it's pretty much on the brow area, but not on the crease. It's like right in between. So I just pack it right there, if you can see. Gotta pack it first before I go and start blending. Okay, there it goes. You see the color building up. So now I'm going to just start blending again from the end of the brush, super lightly. I know you might think it doesn't make a difference, but it makes a difference, because trust me, when I would hold my brush from the tip, oh my goodness, it'd be very hard for me to blend it out and make it look so, like, I guess like airy, or I don't know how I would explain it, but super soft and just super well blended. So another key detail that I would say, oh my gosh, guys, I work too much with kids. I'd be using key details all the time. Anyways, so another important thing that I would suggest is going back. So like this, I'm already done with this shade, okay? I'm done adding it. But I'm gonna grab my other brush and I'm gonna go back and blend those two shades together. So like, yay, somewhere around this area is where those two colors meet. So that is where I go over with my shade. I'm sorry, my brush. And then I start blending that in, just like that. So it's very important to go back with your previous brush, okay, to just blend it all together, and that will remove the harshness of the lines. If not, that's how you end up with all those hard creases. So if you see that, it's all blended in. Look at that. Woo, smoothly. All right, now I'm going with this like angular brush. It's also kind of fluffy, and I'm gonna hop in with another darker shade, which would be this one right here. Yeah, that one. It's like, I love that shade. It's so warm and it's really nice. So that one's gonna go right on my crease. Right there on my crease. So just like that, I'll pack. Pack those colors in first, and I do it all the way across. Even though I'm going to be cutting this crease, it's still important to go all the way across because you want to blend that in evenly. So after I'm done packing all the color, on my crease. Now I'll start the blending process. So here we go again. Just swirls, and I just do swirl motions all the way around. I mean, you could also go like this, I suppose, but when I start, I like to go and do circles so I can in a way blend that color upward and get that in very softly before I start just going, you know, really rough like that. Because I feel like when you go like this, the color just kind of stays in that spot, but I want the color to go upward a little bit, if that makes sense, guys. So as we can see, it's getting darker, prettier, right? It's blending. And now, like I mentioned, I'm gonna go back with my previous brush, so the shade before, and I'm gonna go ahead and blend that in. So I give it another swirl like that, blend, 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 blend. And then I'm also gonna go to the very first color and brush that I started with, and that's gonna be here at the top. And I'm gonna blend, 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 just like that. So this is how we have this beautiful transition shape, like that. Bam. Alright, now I'm gonna grab a little smaller brush, but it's still like good to blend. And I'm going to pack a dark shade, and I'm going to try to stay just like right there, okay? I'm not gonna bring that all the way here because we just want it to define the outside of the eye. So for that one, I'm going to be using the shade right here. And like I mentioned, it's gonna be right there in the corner. So I could, you can actually pack this like all in the corner of your lid because it's going to stay there. You'll see how. So I pack that in there, and I don't go farther. I'm just gonna stay in this area, and I am going to bring that up in the crease area a bit, just like that, because I still wanted to be noticeable when I have my eyes open, right? Still want that color to pop through. If you just put it on your lid, then you're not going to see it unless you close your eyes. But I mean, you're not gonna go like this to people, right? Just so they can see your shade. Anyway, sorry, off topic. Yeah, so I keep that in there so you can see it blended in pretty nicely with the other shade I had. So I have that, and I'm gonna go back with the previous color that I was working on and give that a blend together, just like that, guys. Here we are, got that pop of color. All right, now that I'm done with that, I'm going to just grab a Q-tip, and I'm going to grab my it's like the micellar cleansing water, but it's the Target brand. I mean, it works just as well, but what I didn't like was the container, because I used to throw my other little container everywhere and it wouldn't spill. But this one, I don't know, the container sucks. So I think I'm gonna go back to the original brand. So I dabbed it a little, and I'm just going to cut my crease. I kind of just hold my eye. I kind of just feel where the, I don't know how to explain it, the socket of my eye is, and I don't go over the socket. I just go where this, like, I don't know how to explain it, the little ball is. So I kind of just go like this, start doing little strokes, make my way up. I'm not gonna talk because, let me see, I gotta get this right. And you have to have a lot of patience for this cut crease thing, because trust me, sometimes like I mess up. It sucks balls. But maybe we're having a good morning. It's important to make sure you clean all this off. Whatever excess powder or shade, you know, was on there, like that needs to be cleaned off. That's why you it's a good idea to do it with the Q-tip first, because it does take a lot of that off, as you can see. And if you go right in with the concealer and cut that out, it's gonna get really dirty. It's gonna mix in with the shades, and you're not going to have that clean cut crease. It's going to look dirty, I guess, in a way. I don't know. You'll see what I mean. So I have that done, okay? I already cut it. Looks like that. And then I'll grab my Urban Decay Potion primer again, and then I'll use a little flat brush, and I always like to just grab it off of here. I'll just kind of put it on my brush like that, because you don't want to get too much of this stuff. You put it directly on there, it's gonna be a mess, trust me. I used to do that, and no. So I'm just gonna start like super little strokes, and I'm gonna try to get that first, and then I'll do the bottom part of the lid. So I start just small like that, guys. I mean, it's gonna be crooked at first, but what you want is just to kind of get an idea of where it's going to go. And then you just, little by little, start perfecting it. Like that. Spread that. And you always want to be checking the other eye, because you want it to match. You don't want to have one higher than the other. That was my problem at first. Like, oh my god. And so when I get to this part here, I kind of just dab it like this, because you don't want to have a chunk of concealer right there, because it's not going to blend so well. So make sure you get that kind of diffused. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, looks kind of even. I'm gonna go with it, guys. I'm gonna run with it, because champagne color. I don't even know if it's champagne, but yep. And I do it with my finger. It just works so much better. And then sometimes it's hard to get it with my finger, so I will use a fine little brush, and then I'll just dab that tip in. And this I will use for like the actual line up here, because you do want to get that covered also. Okay, so there's that. And then I kind of go just backwards with my shades. I won't start with the lightest one here, but I will start with the second shade, which was this one. So I'll just dab that, and then you guys have to go back and you have to make sure that blends. So I'll start adding some, and it'll be right on top of the shade that I just applied, right on top. But you're going to pat that in like that, and you have to blend it. You have to make sure that you blend your crease in so that it looks super like ombre-ish, I guess. So just like that, okay? And then you're gonna go with your next dark color, which was this one right here, like that. And you're gonna tap it, just little taps, just to get the product in. First you get the product in. See how it's covering those lines or harsh light lines that we had. So then I'll just blend that in now again. Go. See the color, how it's blending in so nice together. And then I go in with the darkest shade that we did use on our corner, which is this one. And again, you're going to pack, and then you're going to blend. Pack and blend, pack and blend. So if you see that transition, it goes super light, it starts getting darker. That's how we end up with that, guys. And then you can go back with your first brush and just kind of give it a little airbrush right there to blend that together. And that's how we have that. And then I'm going to use this palette with the little glitters here, which I'm going to be using this one. It's like a pinkish colorish one. And I just tap that in. And this is the Cleo Cosmetics Mermaid Glitter Palette. I really like it. It has like all these cute glitters, and that's what I be using on my looks. Sometimes I need to use glue, but for this, since I'm using like barely any, I like to just tap in. Whatever sticks, sticks. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. But I don't need too much for this look. I just wanted to pop a little. So then after you do that, you just go in with your favorite eyeliner, whether you want just a little liner or a little wing or a big wing, whatever, it's your liking. I might do this off camera just because I hate eyeliner. It takes me forever. And I'm just gonna not make a harsh line, but I'm just gonna wipe that a little bit like that with a little towel. And I always just kind of start with the line first. Make a line like that. And always have your eye down. Don't ever have your eye open. You have to have it down. And you kind of just make that first. You just kind of go as you can. Just filling in my wing. Just like that. I really like this NYX eyeliner. It works really, really good. They have like a matte one, and then I think this is like the more shiny one. I usually use the matte one, but I ordered this off of the Target app, and they just gave me this one, even though I selected the other one, but it's okay, it happens. So if you look down like that, you can see the wing a lot better. So that's what I do. I kind of just look down like that. Obviously, when you go like this, it looks different because, you know, your eye goes up. But when you take your pictures and whatnot, I don't know. That's just how I do it. Everybody has different styles, so. Even though you don't want more, but you try fixing it and then you just mess it up more. Anyways, there's my wing. I want to make sure it's even thickness somewhat. I'm just gonna go with it because I gotta go to work. And now I just put on my lashes. So today I'm going to be using these cute Butterflylux eyelashes. They're super like wispy and cute and air light. I really like these. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these on. I already have them pre-cut and pre-measured. I already applied mascara on this eye, so I'll probably start there. I do love to use my Duo glue. I'll just put that right on and I pop them around. So I'm gonna finish my look and I'll show you guys how it turns out. Alright, so I am done with my face and I'm gonna go finish my eyes now. I want this look to pop. I liked it. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab a little brush. This is optional, you guys. If you guys want this natural look, just go ahead and put your eyeliner and blend in some brown and it'll look neutral. But I want it to pop because I'm extra. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go with this teal right here. So I'm gonna tap that in. And I'm gonna do little tapping motions along the bottom. Just like that. Not done yet. And now I'm gonna go in with my CoverGirl eyeliner and I'm gonna put this eyeliner down here. It's looking really cute. I love teal. This is like my favorite color ever. Okay, like that. And I'm add a little bit of this one. I want to see what that does. I don't really know, but I want to try. Ooh, metallic-y, okay. Like it, I like it. Alright. Next on. So sometimes when I do this, right, and I'm smudging it, I don't like how far down it goes because I don't like it to be so much. So I'll just grab a little brush, like a cleaner one or one that's like not a dark shade, and I honestly just go underneath and just give it like a little blend so I could diffuse it a little bit. So I also don't have like a big old harsh line underneath my eye. Just go like that. And what it does, it just removes like a little bit of the color so that it's not so much. Just kind of blends it. Well, at least I think it does. I don't really know if it does, but I do it. It makes me feel better, so whatever. Like that. So I finished blending in a little bit of a black underneath here, so that looks darker. And then right after that, I just grab my mascara, and I always like to apply this to the bottom of my lashes. So like I mentioned, you don't have to do teal. You could just do eyeliner, or you could simply leave it like that. It's totally up to you. I just like that it adds a little pop of color to the look. It makes it look cuter. And so after that, I just kind of highlight the inner corner. I'm gonna go ahead and grab like this white shimmer up from up here, and I'm just gonna put that right in. Right there, you see that? Ooh, look at that. Super cute. Just brings life to the inner corner. Again, just pat that in there like that. Super cute. So now we have the inner corner of our eyes. You could also just go under the brow bone if you want to add some to make that pop like that. And there's the look, guys. There is the eye look. So I'm gonna go and do my hair and outfit. Alright guys, this is the final look. A neutral brown with a pop of teal. These beautiful Butterflylux eyelashes. Some cute glitter. Nice cut crease. Brows, lips, Hush glosses. Love their lip liners. This one's in the shade 09. Matches my eyeshadow. But yep, this is my final look. I hope you guys liked this tutorial. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it.